11 days until the August primary. To help us sort through what the candidates are saying, we have Tom Kircher with the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. And Tom, let's look at the top 4 stories. Clicked on PolitiFact Wisconsin. This would have been for July. Right. Let's start with number 4. It's an attack on the Republican governor by Kelda Roys. She is one of the Democrats running for governor. Here's what she says. Political interference from Scott Walker's administration has led to gagging DNR scientists so they can no longer comment on proposed legislation. And we're letting polluters write their own permits. A lot to dissect there. What did you find?
And that goes too far. Scientists at the DNR are not gagged. They used to come up with their own commentary on legislation. Now they have to be invited to make that commentary, so there is a change. As far as permits, the Walker administration does want to get businesses more involved in that process, but that hasn't come to fruition yet.
Okay, so let's take a look at the Truth-O-Meter, and this one came up as mostly false. All right, let's look to number 3. Republican U.S. Senate candidate Leah Vukmir made this attack against Senator Tammy Baldwin. Quote, opposed displaying the flag and reciting the Pledge of Allegiance or singing the national anthem in our classroom. This is an old statement that she has tried to make new again.
Yeah, it's misleading. Baldwin did vote when she was in the legislature years ago against putting requirements on schools as far as when they do things like display the flag, but she didn't vote against doing those things. Moreover, there were other votes that Baldwin took in support of the pledge, in support of the Pledge of Allegiance or the anthem. Okay,
so let's look at the Truth-O-Meter on this one, and what did you come up with?
Mostly false.
Mostly false. All right, let's go to number 2. This claim was made by U.S. Senator Bernie Sanders, who has been campaigning in this area in the state for a while. He was up in Eau Claire, and he said this in favor for Senator Tammy Baldwin. The 3 wealthiest people own more wealth than the bottom half of the American people. There's a lot of numbers there. What did you find with this?
If we look at Jeff Bezos of Amazon, Bill Gates of Microsoft, Warren Buffett, the investor, their combined wealth is actually more than the bottom 160 million Americans.
Okay, so let's go to the Truth-O-Meter on this one, and it looks like green lights up back there.
Rated that true.
All right, true. All right, let's go to the most clicked story, and it's about guns. It seems like guns always seems to dominate PolitiFact Wisconsin here. And this was a statement made by Madison Mayor Paul Soglin, one of the 8 Democrats running for governor. Here's what he says. If there is a firearm available, it is 17 times more likely to be used either for suicide or for assaulting a friend, relative, and acquaintance than it is to be used in fending off an intruder. What did you dig up on this?
This is partially accurate, so his general point, guns are more likely to be used in a homicide or a suicide than in self-defense. But to say it's 17 times more likely, those numbers weren't so clear.
Okay, so let's go out to the Truth-O-Meter and see where did this one fall on the Truth-O-Meter.
Half true.
Half true. All right. Tom Kircher, always appreciate your insight and doing the work on this. We'll keep you posted on these as we approach the election.